Well, here we Archangel Michael, live, sitting out the backyard, taking it easy. So, I hope I find everyone well, sitting out near the lemon tree. And the lemons are starting to grow. Lemons are expensive at the moment, as they always are, even when they're in season. So, let's get into the Lord's Prayer and see what we have to do for today. Yes, yes. Archangel Michael, giving you the Lord's Prayer to put God into your day. What? Dog got bones. Okay, here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. Hail Mary, full of grace. Amen. And now you should have God in your day, or your night, whoever you may be on this world. A glorious world given to us to look after. There's only one such place in the universe that is like this place, and that is Earth. So we must look after it, because there's only one out there. Well, people come in, people go, see what this Archangel Michael is all about. But no one has a clue. They see this guy with his mask and they think, oh my God, who's this lunatic? I am no lunatic. I know exactly what I'm doing. So, it has come to my attention that we need to put faith back into the world again. Something for the world to look at and realize the times that we are in and the times that we will be suffering and the tribulations that we must go through. So, it is up to me to show you that I am the real deal. I'll be posting my letter that I sent to the government and the government letter they sent back to me as my receipt at the Australian federal government from the Prime Minister's office himself, proving that what I have to do is 100% real. And who I am is even more realer than that. When you all start to realize this guy in his white mask really is the Archangel Michael, then you might start to realize where we are and what it's about. I'm not going to tell you it doesn't sound crazy, because it does. I know that. I am intelligent enough to know all these things. Or I would not come forth and say them at all. No. Time the world was shown that the pale horse does run, that it is a dragon, and that it is legend, and legends will come true. These legends that we hear of, where do they come from? Out of the imaginings of someone's mind, or out of historical fact? Hello, Nick Mountain Goat. Good to see the sun, yes. Yes, it would be freezing over there. The sun's only just starting to get some warmth in it now. But yes, clear day. Still pretty cold this morning. So, how are you? Sitting out here watching the dogs run around. Near a lemon tree. The lemon tree is starting to grow some lemons. Very expensive at the moment, as you know. But you get that. Well, I wasn't going to plan to be on too long. Just come on, do my live, announce that I'm going to go on a little bit of a series soon. Got to get a bit of finance up and go traveling, chasing legends. Hopefully filming some things that have never been filmed before. That would be good. Time for the world to get a bit of a wake up. Time for me to show my merit. Put my money where my mouth is. It's about time I did. I'll be reposting that receipt from the government soon. It's a bit of a hard thing to get out of my email, to put it somewhere, to bring it back. It's a bit of fish out and around. But you get that. So, oh yeah, that'll be good. It will be good. It's going to be good. It's all about finance, though. Staying out there and having someone to look after the kids as well. Because I can't take the kids out there with me. Not what I'm chasing. Not what I'm chasing. Very dangerous out where I'm going to go. Kids don't go out there if you can avoid it. But that's how I have to go. Only way I can find these legends. Go to these legendary places. Show you some things. Oh, I'm even going to show you things from other cultures' legends too. Like out at Niagara Dam out there in the middle of nowhere. An exact replica of Mundaring Weir built by the same guy, C.Y. O'Connor. Huh. That's a strange place, that one. They brought something with them when they built that place. And there's a story about that place about a bunch of women that come across something there. Very strange. And how they nursed it back to health. But whatever that came with them stones, come with that. Just because it's not legendary creature from our legends. Different. Funny. But you get that. I'll take you out there, you bloody. Hopefully, I should make you see those mirages, like you see in the Mummy when they look across the plain and there's nothing there, and all of a sudden the mountain range appears in the city. Places like out there, like that out there, to hide stuff. There's only certain points where you can stand at a certain time of the day where that'll appear for you. If we're lucky, I may take you to some places like that. It's all about whether it lets me do it. Oh, it's got to have permission from the land itself, from the environment itself. Sometimes it'll put on a show, and sometimes it won't. The whole world is a show, and the whole world is a stage, and God is watching. And that's why I keep telling people, Jesus already done the magnificent act of sacrificing himself, allowing everyone to go to heaven. What a fantastic act, something very hard to follow. And God being like us, well, you have to put him in the mind like, well, God wants the sequel to be better than the original. Otherwise, he won't be interested in it. And he'll go, nah, scratch that one. So when Jesus comes, he's got to put on even a bigger show and save humanity totally. See, that first one, he got you slipping in, but you're not quite saved yet. You can save yourselves if you all turn to the way he thinks, Jesus and God. But that is yet to be seen. But when he comes along, he's coming along to finish the job. And I don't know what act he's going to pull, but I know I've got to get the stage ready. And that's what humanity has to do, get the stage ready. Can't get it ready, he can't come unless we got it ready for him. Simple as that. When he comes, he's not going to come blessing. He's going to come fighting. He come blessing the first time around. He done that act. So I'll be quite surprised what he does next. Not even I know what he's going to do, but I know he's come to fight and finish the job. Whether it's in our lifetime or not, doesn't matter to me. I've got a task to do. I've got to get my part of the mission done, and then maybe he may come after that. We don't know. God doesn't tell everyone his plan. If he was in what he needs to do at the time that he needs to do it, that way no one can ever outcheck God. There's always going to be 3 steps ahead, no matter how we think. That's why God is the only one that should be able to go into the future and into the past. Once we start dabbling in that, well, we start trying to topple God over, don't we? And what happened last time we done that? Fucking 3,000 years till we get back to where we're back again? Hey, okay. Didn't learn much, human race. But you get that. Well, this is the Archangel Michael. Hope you got God in your day. Hello, Sagar Reveal. I see you there. Through my ramblings. Yes. Well, I hope people are good. The family is going good. The content seems to be getting out right. Bit pissed off about those Dell's channel being taken down, but we're trying to build that up back again. I understand the movement of YouTube to go to other platforms, but at the end of the day, we all met on YouTube. So YouTube is not a bad place, just run by bad people. And that's the way that is. Yes, much love back to you. I did the Lord's Prayer early on in the chat, if you want to go to that. That one goes out to all those kids suffering. I like to bring something to attention too. Something I've just been noticing. As I've been watching the news about those floods over in America. Where they're getting flooded down south, I think Texas or whatever it is. A lot of kids going missing, man. And there's a bit of a pattern too, because there's a lot of young girls going missing. A lot of missing kids, a lot of drowned kids. Want to look into that one? I just noticed the pattern because there's a lot of young girls, from 11 down, missing. Strange that. It might not be. Might be me just looking into something a bit further than I should be. What? I don't know. Usually when something like that comes to me, it means something's wrong. I just seen the pattern, that's all. I find, well, all these kids are going missing. How come it's only little girls that you're showing? What's going on there? So, be mindful. Stuff like that happens during times where you have the environment destroying your sounds and that. You do have people that will go around robbing stores. You do have people performing crimes during those storms. You have to watch out for that too. So I have always thought, well, it seems awfully strange. All those girls going missing. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Well, that's something to look into, people. Because this stuff that these kids and all that disappear and all this stuff that we are involved in, because we are involved in it, happens right before your eyes. Another point of fact, just going through my daily rummagings, and I find out, well, Justin Bieber's put up a post of a baby on a rug near a couple of sea containers with the name and the brand of the sea container on it. Just so happens that Diddy's mansion is literally half a kilometer. You can see his mansion from the sky in a loop, and then it's clear water, and there's a shipping container yard right there, right near the house, right there. Two and two together, guys. We all know he's guilty of all those charges besides what the fucking judge said, what the jury decided to decide, what the jury is paid to decide. That's what that last juror was about kicking up. That's the one. Find out who the last juror was kicking up, and you'll know who got the most money from Diddy. That's a fact. No, I'm not agreeing with all those charges. It has to be a unanimous decision on each charge. So he went back in plea bargaining, and they got the 2 charges. So I bet you he was keyed up to have another charge as well. But that one that got bought off went back in, no, I'm not agreeing. And they all sat back down, rethought about it. Well, we got him on 2, we'll just fucking do him in that. Because it's just as easy as that. It's called majority rules. They can sit in that room there and discuss and say, well, fuck it, we're not quite sure, what are we going to do? Well, we want him to be done. So we just do him on the 2, and this bloke he doesn't want to agree on that 3rd one that we want. Well, we'll just have to fucking do him on 2. Bang. Here you go, judge. Here's the piece of paper. That's what happened there. That's what happens when you get judged by your peers in that room, There's a bunch of people that have never been taught, never been educated, never known what fucking law is about. All there because they're supposed to be good, but they could be bought. And all supposed to make a decision from their own minds. They get a little bit of a guidance, but that's about it. That's a committee formed by people, by your peers, from the fucking community. And who knows who the fuck you're getting in there, what type of thinking they got, and what type of pattern thinking they got. How they communicate things in their mind, and how they fucking add things up. So, that judgment was always going to be faulty, regardless whether there was anyone paid in that fucking jury room or not. That's why Jag, if I listen correctly, she was saying something about just have a fucking judge-only trial. Fuck the jury. You had the original judge that had him locked up under his bail the first time around. Had that guy there, he'd be looking at a lot more time. Right? Those charges would have not been laid. Those also got to do with the judge. That judge sitting in that court, it's not about who's got the best lips or the best fucking lawyer. It's about that judge sitting on that chair weighing up the fucking evidence. And when you push a jury in, well, fuck that. He should have been charged under the federal state laws. Fucking clean, simple, no jury, judge-only trial. If anything, you should have had 3 judges. Fucking really put the skin up him. Go to the higher court. He should have never been put in front of a jury. As soon as he got put in front of that jury, so him and his team started licking their lips. Crazy. 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 But that's how it went. Nothing we can do about it. The judgment's been laid. There's been no counterclaims. No objections. Money must have been paid. People gone very quiet to this thing that's so bad and died off in a bomb very quickly. Well, let's just hope the FBI have something. He'll be known as Broke Diddy. Yeah, well, but there you go. Look at this here. You put the $100 million in the bank. What's the interest on that? And how many has you got in the bank? See, you got $1 billion in the bank. The interest on that alone, well, unless you know how to spend money like it's water, you're not going to even spend the interest in a year. Okay? That's how much you got to understand what's going on. It's not just how much money he's got in the bank. He might just have that money there as a nest egg. And he lives off the interest. Whatever the interest generates. You've got to count there. You got 12% interest in what you got in that bank. Yeah, well, think about that one. 12% to 570 million. What's that every quarter? Depends how aggressive his account he's got it in, and who he's got his money with. At the end of the day, he's sitting under a rock, and that rock is colored black. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know who the key and who the owner of the fucking whole cat and caboodle is. A company that name is not really out there, but it's the biggest company nonetheless. All other companies go to them. to find out how to generate money. Think about that. So why are you sitting under that black rock? You got everyone running around. Like I keep telling you, you follow that trail, at the end of the day, it's still going to be that white guy with the fucking monocle in his eye who's the top. He's the one that's running the white party completely. There you go. When you work that one out, and you work out where you're going, and why they got them all bickering amongst each other, a bunch money that they all could have, well, they can play their gangster bullshit. But they're not gangster. They're prankster. It's all a prank they're pulling on you. If they're a real gangster, they wouldn't be fucking out in the street covered in gold chains, all that fucking money. They'd actually be living in the street. Oh, full of shit. That's what it is. All a bunch of kids that grew up, decide to create some fucking bullshit, and now look at the mess that they've fucking done. You know, give someone power, and it goes straight to the fucking head. They had a powerful thing, and they go and fuck it up. And no, they'll sit back there, take what they can, and manipulate what they can, and fuck that right up for you. Not having you close soon. People will get sick and tired of it. People will understand what it's all about. And then it'll shut completely. And then what have you got? Fucking nothing. It's coming. You don't see your heads on the chopping block like I do. You don't see how the world's been set up like I do. You can't have a million years of one way and then, well, we quickly change it around for a bit while it's really stuffing up. So when it fucking shits its pants, we can blame all those ones that we got on the top. And guess who's going to be on the top? That's right. Heads on a chopping block, guys. Start to think what's really going on. Because what's really going on is you still got evil men running the whole fucking shop. You got Satan trying to run his fucking deal, and you got God trying to run through us. You got all this shit going on. Then you got everyone running their own fucking narrative. That's a division and fucking conquer. That's ready to conquer now. We're ready to go. Fucking aliens come on. Demons come out. They're ready to come. They're there fucking dancing around on your screen, getting off of charges. Like I said, you looking for the spiritual war. Well, it's not going to be one. Got to be in fucking side. That's the spirit inside. The soul. That's the spirit too, you know. You're waiting for these fucking ghosts and demons and cracks in the earth and lava and all that. That's close to the end, guys. That's the Hollywood fucking dream. You're not going to be there when that one happens. If that happens. We're going to try and avoid that bullshit. Oh, it's going to be fought in the hands of man. Man's hands are the ones that are going to make these deals. Man's hands are the ones who make these moves. It's through mankind that God will work and this game will be played. Simple as that. Well, like I said, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Go out there and I'll show you some things. And no, I will not be hunting them, but I'll be hunting the information and to show you. I will not capture any of them. Ones that go chasing snakes are devils themselves. I will not be chasing any snakes. I may film them. I may take you to see them. But I will not chase them. I know where they are. You're going to be good. You've got to know where the evil is. A lot of things were installed over me as I was growing up. I didn't quite know what it was all about until later when it all comes together and grows a forest. It's planting little seeds of knowledge in the brain. And once that brain gets nurtured enough, oof, it can grow very slowly, information, patching it all together, or it can grow like a forest overnight, enlightening you and opening up that third eye. When that happened to me, when I closed my eyes at night, it's like fucking turning on a black and white TV, like the light's still coming through my eyelids. Terrible. Gives you insomnia. But you get that. You get that in the big mix. Wow. Been on a little longer than I thought. I'm enjoying the sun actually. Very nice. It's been very cold the last few days. Like Nick was saying, very cold over there. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. I'll be right. Of course I will. I will be half left too, but you get that. Yes. Now traveling out there, it's all about, well, the fear factor. Because a lot of these places I will be going out by myself. And the biggest thing, like they say, don't go traveling by yourself. But that's the best time when I find when things are shown to me. Privileged in a way to see some things that I've seen. Seen some amazing things. I've done some amazing things. Only 50 years old, and I listened to some people's story and what they've done, and I think, gee, you lived inside a cube. There's a whole world to explore, you know. And I've only explored a tiny part of it. Funny, I'd like to go to Antarctica, but gotta get used to that fucking cold first. Go down and live down what they do, and they live in Tasmania, or they go and live in the Blue Mountains up in the real cold, and they acclimatize there for 6 months. And then you have to be tested to see whether you're even eligible to go to Antarctica. It'll be an experience. But see, that's the thing. I'm used to traveling alone, so I would like that experience. It would be nice to travel with someone, but well, endurance factors sometimes are a bit different. I'm not a great runner, but I'll outwalk anyone. That's funny that like those tortoises in the hair go along slow. It's like when you walk through the bush, like a featherfoot or a guppy, right? They wear feathers on their feet so they don't leave any footprints, no sign, and it's also silent. But there's a special way you have to walk, even with those feathers on, like little sticks across the ground. They snap if you stand on them. Or you got to walk with your foot rolling. It's a special way to roll your foot. So when your foot comes down, you feel that stick snapping, and you can step back and not make a sound at all. It's very hard to learn. Once you learn it, you never forget it. No, I can do that with my normal shoes. Walking through the rocks and that, you hear me crunch, crunch, and then all of a sudden I'll just turn on my stealth mode. You won't hear me at all. Just I slow down my walking and just the way I put my foot down, a bit of an angle from the heel first, and slowly pull it down like that. And once you learned it, you can actually move very, very fast. Once you get practice. Yes, the whole world is a stage. The whole world is a stage. Even in a crowd of people. Even in a crowd of people. People that you're with. You can go into that crowd and you can disappear right before them. You can use the crowd as your trap door. It's just how smart you are. The whole world is a stage. That's what I'll do. I'll go out there, I'll take you to some real good natural bush stages. And I'll see if I can disappear in front of you on the camera and come around from behind. Yes, winter over here, Kiki Eyes. Yeah, it was just got past was about 15, getting to about 20 degrees now, the way that I'm sitting in the sun. That's Celsius. But to got up this morning, it was like, ooh, 3 degrees, car was all iced over. We also got that different coldness too. Sometimes when there's no clouds during winter, it is freezing. The clouds sometimes act like a blanket. Depends where you are. Sometimes those clouds can be freezing too. Yes, we live in a country of extremes. Half of it burns, the other half freezes. Crazy. It's crazy. Well, thank you for coming in. Clouds trap heat in the day, yeah, they do. And also at night. You find if it's cloudy at night, sometimes it's a bit warmer. You get that, especially when you're out in the desert. If you get the clear skies, oh geez, you get up in the morning, it's crunch all across the sun because all the condensation of sand freezes as well. Crazy. It is very crazy, actually. For a country that's so desolate and hot, to get so cold at night is really, really crazy. Well, been on for half an hour. That's good. Got those watch hours up. And I'll have to go in here, make myself a coffee, see what these kids are up to, make sure they haven't slipped back into the room onto those fucking devices again. Oh, sorry for the language. One thing, oh my God, that's one thing devices are excellent. Good for the kids, keeps them occupied, keeps them out of my hair. But they sit there, they don't move. It's not healthy. And that's just the way that is. You know, we all can get like that. So remember, if you're stuck at home and all you've got is this, because I can understand that's how it has been. We got trapped this way as well, guys. You got to remember the whole earth went under a bit of a lockdown. We got segregated from each other for a very fucking long time physically. 2 years we went through that bullshit. You know, couldn't have fucking parties or nothing. I remember when that first come in. When it first come in, people was unsure how it was supposed to be with the groups of people, and we was at my sister-in-law's 40th birthday party, and of course we had people there. We had the bloody disco ball, that kind of crap. So no, please come and turn the blind eye. But they said, oh well, no, technically I had them stuffed, and I had them laughing on the front door. And I said, well, your laws say because we're all in the same venue, and you've got that curfew on, we can't move from here, so we can't help but party now. And he just looked at me. He said, well, technically you're fucking right, but you have to stay 3 meters apart. And I said, oh, we got enough yardie. We can all be 3 meters apart, passing the jug around. That's all right. It would have worked. Oh well, it all depends. See, some couples out there, they're bloody just complete assholes, take the job way too seriously. There's also, they got to remember they're humans. There's a human factor. They don't have to fucking charge every cunt. They don't have to pull everyone over. But you get that. It's all about revenue too. So we'll see how we go. When I go out there, I can barely see a copper at all. Strange that. But you get that. Yes, those lockdowns were a bit hard. Well, the thing is, when we went into lockdown, you got to remember, like companies like Warhammer, the gaming company, they fucking become a $9 billion entity over that period. You know, people playing those games and that inside, everything went inside. Everyone went online. Wasn't allowed to interact any other way. And now that's become the norm. Norm right across, even for old people, which I find quite strange indeed. My mother, how old she is, well, she's reliant on the phone. Playing that flaming solitaire, but I don't know. That's her little thing. But to get that. Also for the eyes too. We need to do a bit of a check on that. Check on society with the eyes, how people are with the eyes, short and long distance, because of these phones. I've never ever trusted these phones. I used to have the phones out and carry on how the aerials used to cause the cancer. Well, just to mind add you, I'm going to say something. The lithium batteries inside the fucking these here, lithium can cause cancer, you know. Okay? It can also help cancer. Help get, cure it. It's funny that, but lithium. And these batteries, you have problems with them every now and again. And I just noticed something because my partner, Kelly, where she got the original cancer in the breast, like these women like to do, put things down in your breast like a phone or something like that. Now, she used to keep her old phones down there. And then she got that new iPhone. I'm not going to say it's actually that. When she started getting that one, it putting that on there. The cancer can. That's all I have to say about that. So you got these things, these ladies. Please don't go fucking stashing them around. I know it's convenient. I know you just want to get those bras and chuck them away. Don't do that because too many fucking things be saying. No, 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 no. There got to be something to cut. Otherwise, just your orders won't have it. Otherwise, you all have to get reductions. It's funny that. That's crazy, that one. It must be the way we sit as well. I mean, God would not have designed the human that way so we ate. So, it's just the way we live in society, I think you'll find. Well, there you go. Archangel Michael. Run out of things to say. Isn't that something? As a lot of people would say. They say, gee, we spend all this money on all this fucking ice and we talk flat rip, but you come in here, you don't spend any money on nothing, have no drugs, and you out talk us, out drink us, and we all go to sleep. I said, yeah, well, that's not my fault. You know, waste out hundreds of dollars on that shit to keep you high for 20 seconds and fucking go to sleep. Fuck that. Why don't go get some real drugs, man? Oh, it's all a quick fix in society. That's how they do it. You never do that? Oh. Well, oh, gee. You tried to get that show out, Nick. Oh, Barbarella. That's funny that. That used to be the name of an adult sex store they used to have around at Barbarella's. Oh, what a show. I think when I was a boy, that's something, those type of shows are the ones that open. I think there's that one, and there's another one out there, very similar. And they opened my eyes up to like, whoa, I realize I'm a boy. What are you watching, Dad? Never you mind. I'm sure you had the same experience, Nick. Never you mind, but I'd still be standing there watching anyway. Couldn't help it. I'd never seen nothing like that before. Okay. Yes. Still don't know it. They got it playing buddy the full movie on YouTube and some sites, so I can't understand why they did that. Well, I can, but but you know. This is the Archangel Michael signing off before I get too silly. Yeah, never you mind. I need yeah. No. Ah, well, what you doing? Ah, Chewy dog. Okay, I'm going to let this go now. It must be probably getting late, especially where you are, Nick, early in the morning. Oh, I tracked down. Oh, I tracked down. What is it? The wise black cow now. Is it? Okay, okay, okay. Crazy. Never fucking learns. Wow. This is the Archangel Michael signing off. Go earlier in. I done the Lord's Prayer. Hope you enjoyed sitting out in the sun with me. I sure enjoyed it. It's very, very good. So, yeah, new channel again. Yeah, I know. But we'll see. Nowhere near the level it was before. So it's not really a threat. We'll see how it goes, how it rises. Yes, Kiki Eyes, Mick Mountain Goat. I know Saga Review was here earlier on. And anyone else out there watching, guys? I missed your name. It's pretty hard. I got the glare on here. I can't really see on the camera. All kinds of technical difficulties. But yes, see how I haven't had any chopping? I don't know whether it's been choppy for you, but it's just seemed very clear for me here filming. I've turned off the Wi-Fi and I'm just running straight on the tower. Despite my fact, sun Wi-Fi won't come out this far anyway. But that just goes to show you. So something in the Wi-Fi system, whether there's a delay in the technology, which creates this fucking effect that these are having with the choppiness, or it's an easy way for them to get in. Because I was worried about how Auntie Lee's camera was jumping around. That just, you know, I've always known tech, when they get into your computer, they can get straight into that camera first. It's usually a sign that they're in. that they're playing around. They might not be quite in, but they're fucking around. And they do. I got my account here on YouTube. Only I can access it. Sometimes I'll go and they'll be changed around. I find that hard to believe. But you get that. Yes, it's much better without the Wi-Fi. That's the thing. When I get the Wi-Fi, it's got a patch thing. And I know my son's got a very, very good Wi-Fi because he's a gamer. And he's got that really fast fucking, you got to have that really, I want the super fast one, Dad, It's lucky he's not in there like the fucking lawnmower man, you know what I mean? That's the next level up. I'll be in there too. Hey, this is good. That's another thing. That's a good movie to watch too. That's another good movie to watch. The Lawnmower Man. That'll give you a bit of an insight on this technology. I like that show. It's quite good. And then they got the old one, Computer Dreams. When they got the computer chases around like the Pac-Man in the house. Old one. And then Weird Science. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one because we're doing that now. 3D printing women, 3D printing robots, 3D printing children. That'll be next, eh? Chomo, the pedophile package. You go and get yourself one of those 3D printed kids that he got tucked under the fucking bed. That's how sick the world's going, I mean, if it's not, you go online and you look up fucking the sex toys for My Little Pony that are out there. Huh? And My Little Pony fucking company knows that they do this, yet they don't do nothing about fucking stopping it. You have a look at that one and tell me something about that. Yeah, that's a fucking freaky one. My girlfriend, my life partner, but she was into fairies. She brought me into that one. She said, "Hey, look at this here. What the fuck?" I said, "But that's the little girls. Why have they got a sexual there? Just look into it. You'll be shocked." Companies like that, My Little Pony, all those, Mattel, Disney, they fucking profligate this shit. Their biggest buyer is children. Yeah. Okay. I will catch you later. Have a good time. Thanks for the likes, guys. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for listening to me and my daily rant. And, well, like I said, when the finances come in soon, I'm going to take you on a little adventure where we will hunt legends. And I'll show you that I am the man that I say I am. The Archangel Michael, signing off for now. Oh, goodbye, Kiki Eyes. Thank you for coming, guys. Thank you. Love you all. Take it easy. And God bless.